Welcome friends. Also welcome to our channel KNOWLEDGEBASE. We are doing projects on different ways of making money online and on health and fitness products and services. Also we are here to provide various information on any topic which you want and that is useful for you. You can check description section of this video for more information about different link where you can get much info or products. You can comment any topics, your likes, dislikes and your demand of information or digital products direct to your inbox or on mobile. Just mail me or messages me at client.mahamaya@gmail.com, rohitgupta26091981@gmail.com, guptacommunicationservices@gmail.com, or WhatsApp +9198304516113. Also we request you to please subscribe, like, comment, and hit the all bell icon because if it are that we can contact or help you in anything demanded by you, either digital products or knowledge base on any topics. So let us start the session. If you like the video, please share this video for others to be fitted by you. You can check our website at sites.google.com web link. Sites.google.com web link. Immortal Solution for Health handfitness.blogspot.com. Immortal Solution for Health handfitness.blogspot.com web link. 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 Lifestyle changes to improve your digestive system. While many people know how they live their life can affect their health, there are still a good number of people on the planet that are somewhat unconcerned with, or unaware of the consequences to their daily habits. People who are around these types of attitude are likely to adopt similar beliefs about health, and while it's everyone's right to free will, the reality would probably leave them speechless. The following article will be a quick exploration of how you can make lifestyle changes to improve your digestive system. Don't eat late. Many people are guilty of this habit, but it's an important habit to evaluate. Eating late can be very bad for your digestive tract, because if you eat late, your body will think that it's time to be awake for longer. Your body begins to get ready for rest when you don't eat, because rest periods should only really be for rest and healing of the body. If you have to also digest food, it would put undue stress on the body to be performing extra tasks that it's not really designed to perform simultaneously. Stick to a meal schedule. Now that you know how important it is to avoid eating late, it would be a good idea to get on a solid schedule that works for your body. Most people should avoid eating at least 3-4 hours before bed, so you want to find a breakfast, lunch and dinner that you the appropriate amount of time to be settled. Once you have a routine, your body will begin to expect certain events to take place at similar times each day, making your metabolism run more smoothly. Eat more probiotics. Probiotics like yogurt and kefir promote healthy colonies of good bacteria that help to digest foods, and send signals to the body and make sure that everything is working properly. If colonies of harmful bacteria become too strong, then they can take over part of your body, resulting in an infection. Probiotics contain live bacteria that also counteract the growth of harmful bacteria. Keep yourself hydrated. One of the most important parts of digestion is hydration. In fact, without hydration, many systems in the body would cease to function entirely. Keeping hydrated means the efficient passage of vital information that keep your heart pumping, your stomach working, and your brain operational. Signs you need to improve your digestion. When you ate breakfast or lunch today, how did your stomach feel afterwards? Would you consider yourself to be someone with a strong stomach? Are you prone to stomach aches and heartburn? If any of these questions seem familiar to you, or you've experienced them on some level, then you probably have some digestion issues. If you've been wondering if you need to speak to a professional about your digestive health, then you might want to see if you come across any signs that you need to improve your digestion in the following article. Your breath smells. When most people notice that someone has bad breath, their first reaction might be to pull back and avoid the subject, but telling someone that they have bad breath could be life-changing for them, because bad breath is often a sign of much more important issues. Many people who have bad breath simply have digestive problems that they haven't become aware of yet. Paying close attention to when your breath smells can also give you an indication of what's triggering it specifically. You're tired after meals. Do you feel energized and lively after meals, or tired and lethargic? How you feel after a dinner can say a lot about the state of your digestive health. Sometimes it can be as simple as needing to have more fiber in your diet, but one major issue that people have is a clogged and plaque-filled large intestine. These build-ups of waste can prevent your body from absorbing the vital nutrients that it needs to stay healthy and alive. This could also become more serious when the weight of trapped material begins to cause internal injury to your intestinal lining. Adult skin issues. So, a pimple suddenly rises on your cheek. Then a few days later another, and another. This just adult acne? Well, it's possible, but it's a fairly common thing for people with digestive problems to have skin issues. Many skin issues begin in the gut, because the bacteria that often causes acne only comes about due to a heavy presence of the good bacteria that fights to keep your body healthy and your skin free of bacterial colonies. If you are sure to get enough good bacteria to fight the bad, then your skin should naturally clear up a bit. Foods that help your digestion. It is not uncommon that you need to have good digestion for proper overall health, but you might not realize the impact certain foods have on your digestion. This is why it is important to take an active role in your health, and that starts with your diet. If you're asking yourself what that entails, there are a number of tips that can help you get started on a path to better digestion. Here are some dietary tips that will help improve your digestive health. Yogurt. If this is the first time that you've seriously delved into finding out what the purpose of certain foods might be, then you will be interested to know about how important foods like yogurt can be. Yogurt is a dairy product that is made to contain live cultures of bacteria that are good to have present in the body. These bacteria help humans to digest foods and relay information about multitudes of processes. The bacteria also protects the gut from overgrowth of harmful bacteria and other organisms. Berries. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, maki, and acai are all high in antioxidants. These agents can help the body in multitudes of ways. They can be great for your stomach and great for nutrition, but it is noted that you should avoid them if you find that your intestines have developed small pockets where the seeds can be caught. Whole grains. These are an excellent choice for anyone who is trying to improve cholesterol. These complete grains have the ability to attract wastes and heavy, sticky fats that are loose in your system. As they pass through your intestines, they can act as a sweeper that cleans and scrapes plaque off of your intestinal walls, making it easier for you to absorb nutrients. Whole grains are great for digestion for most people unless you have celiac disease. Ginger. Ginger is a popular spice root that has its origins in Asia. It is a very strong smelling herb that has powerful antibacterial properties, and can be used in medicine. The amazing thing about those properties is that ginger will only kill the bacteria that is harmful to people. Papaya. This fleshy, tropical fruit has been widely known for its ability to calm the stomach for years. Some people use dry chunks of it to settle the stomach, but you can use it fresh to give yourself relief from intense bouts with heartburn. Foods to avoid if you have digestion problems. When you're dealing with stomach issues, it's never fun. Specifically, digestive issues are a common and pervasive problem among many adults today, and most of those people would be shocked to learn that many of the problems that they face are stemming from their digestive issues. In order to take a serious look at your digestive health, it's important to curate your diet and be sure that you aren't eating something that could be creating the problem. The next few paragraphs will be sharing a few foods to avoid if you have digestion problems. Fried foods. This one should be relatively self-explanatory. Fried foods are very high in cholesterol and harmful fats that can clog systems in the body. When the body has trouble metabolizing these fats, it will often try to dispose of them through other means like passing them as wastes, or through the skin, which can cause terrible and painful acne on the surface of the skin, which primarily manifests itself on the face. Try lightly glazing foods with oil and baking for a similar and satisfying way to cook. Dairy. While it's easy to get a few nutrients from this category of food, many people don't have the required enzymes to make sure that the processing of dairy products runs smoothly. This can result in a host of terrible and unpleasant side effects like bloating and cramping. Some people describe this as a condition known as dairy intolerance. If you are able, try almond milk as a relatively solid alternative. Soda. Soda is essentially a liquid candy, and it is highly acidic. These types of drinks can cause the pH of your stomach to be somewhat off, and that will kill the good bacteria in your stomach, and feed the harmful bacteria, leaving you defenseless against the slowly multiplying colonies of bacteria. It would be best to avoid drinking sodas most of the time if you want to keep your stomach at a healthy operating level. A good substitute would be sparkling water with juice flavoring. Coffee. This is another highly acidic and often over-processed drink. It's very important that you keep your stomach free from anything that will cause the harmful bacteria to multiply without being regulated by the good bacteria that should be present in the body usually. It would probably be a better idea to choose darker teas to get your caffeine fix. Supplements to help with your gut health. In this day and age, there seem to be pills for just about everything. People everywhere are striving to improve health so they can look and feel better, but what about their digestive health? It happens to be a fact that digestion is such an essential part of health that it can even affect your skin health. Fortunately, some people have foreseen many of these issues and provides natural solutions for digestive problems. To get you started, the following article will be exploring a few supplements to help with your gut health. Fiber. It almost seems strange to include fiber as it's something that you find in most natural foods, but today's advances in processed foods remove the majority of fiber, creating an easily chewed food product. Fiber is important for keeping the portions of the digestive tract like the large intestine free of waste particles that can cause pockets to form in the lining of the intestines. Fiber also has soluble components that help lower cholesterol by attracting free-floating fat particles in the bloodstream. In all cases, fiber is essential for keeping things clean, so taking some fiber supplements can help to reduce ill effects, as well as sweep away remnants that rot and produce gases. Enzymes. These little chemistry-enabling components of the body are one of biology's most amazing achievements. When you ingest food, the food has to go through a process of being broken down into its most basic parts in order for your body to be able to convert it into fuel and for use as raw materials when it comes time to build new cells. Each type of enzymes has a specific job that it must do in order to keep you alive, so it should be understood that an absence of these important pieces could spell disaster for your limited carbon-based form. Sometimes illness and prescription medication can kill off essential enzymes, so a small dose of them can help you get back to normal and help repair digestive damage. Antifungals. Fungus in the body is never a good thing. While having some around and in you is nearly inevitable, it's a good idea to do what you can to prevent the buildup of dangerous fungus like Candida yeast. These yeasts can grow and disrupt digestion. They can even cause severe illnesses, and contribute to conditions that lead to even more serious diseases. Ingesting foods like garlic, coconut oils, and ginger oils are all solid at killing any nasty fungus in the gut. Benefits of probiotics. In recent years, new information has been released to show the benefits of taking supplements like probiotics. The human body is an organism that relies on hundreds of other types of single-celled organisms to survive and function on a healthy level. These small organisms can carry complex pieces of information to specific parts of the body. But some of them are harmful to people if they begin to replicate themselves too quickly. To combat this without introducing drugs, a natural course you can try is to take some form of probiotics. This article will be focusing on a few benefits of probiotics. Help skin conditions. You might not know this, but digestive health plays a massive role in skin health. This is because the stomach contains many bacteria, and many of these bacterial agents are good for the body while some of them are harmful. This is a normal state for the body. But when the bad bacteria build to high levels, the weakened body may begin to experience ill effects. This often manifests in the form of acne, which is really just bacteria running wild in your pores. Immune functions. The good bacteria in your digestive tract serves multiple purposes. One of the main purposes is to protect your body from foreign organisms that can make you sick, like the millions of germs that you come in contact with in public each day. When you don't have enough of the good bacteria, your body can become ill easily, and you could become subject to food poisoning in cases where you ordinarily would be fine. Combat bacterial inflammation. In many of the chronic illnesses like Crohn's disease and IBS, the inflammation of the bowels are caused by an abundance of harmful bacteria that are continuously multiplying and attacking the tissues of your intestines. Many of these negative effects can be combated by ingesting high amounts of probiotics. The bacteria in probiotic foods do this by breaking down the cellular walls of harmful bacteria to kill them. Protects against bacteria in food. Food isn't only cooked because it tastes good that way, it's also cooked because it helps to kill off harmful bacteria so that it's easier for the bacteria in your stomach to fight off what is left over. Bacteria is everywhere, and as long as you are sure to keep the bacteria that you need in the gut healthy, you are more likely to be healthy as well. Chronic conditions related to digestive issues. How is your digestive health? That is a question that isn't always the easiest to answer. For most people, digestive health is a specific part of your health that includes how well you digest your food without disturbance, and how well you absorb the nutrients in the food that you've eaten. When you look at that process closely, you can see that it plays a massive role in your overall health. That is why it should come as little surprise that digestive health has more than just how hungry you are, and whether or not you had enough Brussels sprouts. Hemorrhoids. When this affliction first becomes known to a person who is manifesting symptoms for the first time, it's a relatively upsetting affair. There are few experiences that are as immensely upsetting and frightening as it would be to reach back to clean yourself, only to retrieve a handful of blood-soaked toilet paper. While this image is certainly shocking, this is often the first sign of hemorrhoids, which are extremely inflamed veins in the rectum and around the anus. It causes people a lot of discomfort and can result from poor hydration, autoimmune disease, and a host of other illnesses. Fortunately, there are a large number of safe treatments that you can use to help lessen the discomfort. Getting lots of proper hydration, eating more fiber, and probiotics can go a long way to helping reduce inflammation. Celiac disease. In the last decade or so, gluten sensitivity has become an intensely debated topic. Today a lot of controversy still surrounds the discussions about celiac disease. Much of this is due to the massive amounts of marketing that employed heavy usage of the term gluten-free. Celiac disease is a serious condition that is characterized by an intense sensitivity to gluten that causes the body to destroy villi in your intestines, which are responsible for the essential process that extracts the nutritional benefits from the food you eat, allowing you to live. The symptoms range from diarrhea to scarier things like seizures, but all of these symptoms are in the category of serious illness and generally signify something life-threatening. Many people are happy with gluten-free alternatives, so it isn't the end of all bread. Gastroesophageal reflux disease. GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease, is the persistent action of stomach acids traveling up the esophagus. This condition affects a large portion of adults in the world, and can be caused by a wide range of disturbances from emotional issues to physical issues. It is linked heavily to obesity, but it can be treated using various means including dietary restrictions, dietary additions, and a tablespoon of baking soda dissolved in water. Yoga poses that are good for digestive health. Did you know that little details about how you stand and sit could be opening the gateway to becoming physically ill? Sometimes the combination of gravity and diet can cause intestinal discomfort in the body. A person's posture at different times in life could secretly sabotage their health by making their digestion more difficult, and place a measurable amount of stress on the internal organs. Here are some yoga poses that work wonders for your digestive health. Mayurasana, the peacock pose. This pose has long been associated with the kind of digestive calm that would set you up to be able to eat almost anything. Masters of the form have considered this pose to be one that can grant flawless digestive power. It is thought that the system of deprivation and fulfillment is able to restart your digestive organs. The idea of this pose is that the subject places all of their torso weight on their arms for the moment, to reduce blood supply, then release their weight and allow blood to once again flow into those organs. When the new blood and oxygen enter the organs, the small shock should jumpstart functions. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half-lord of the fishes. This one makes general sense in that science has uncovered the fabulous network of canals in the body that make up the lymph system. Twists are really great for improving the flow of liquids in the body. Ardha Matsyendrasana asks for you to twist your body so that you are constantly flexing the amount of fluids passing through your body. As each of the twists are performed, you are forcing everything to flow back and forth, which breaks up any fluids that have been sitting in one place too long, prevent pooling, and help get old dead cells to disposal areas in the lymph nodes. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. As you can see, stretching in all of its various forms is extremely important for the body. Paschimottanasana is associated with back health and it aids the stretching of the back. But with some small modifications to the angle of the pose, it becomes a wonderful aid to help your digestive process. This pose helps you push new blood into the organs by using force against your body. Simply fold yourself against a pillow and hold for a few seconds. When you release, the blood will flow back into your organs. Detox your system with these foods. Over the last few years, a lot of people have had a problem with the term detox that is used with reference to holistic medicine and health foods. This is because they believe that because these foods don't literally do the technical definitions of cleansing, they shouldn't be spoken of in that way. But if the result is still the same, does it really matter? The foods that you eat can have an amazing impact on your health, and many foods do. In fact, stimulate some cleaning processes in the body. That's why you'll want to know how to detox your system with these foods. Garlic. Garlic seems to find its way onto just about any health food list because it is beyond distinction in the world of medicinal food. Garlic is loaded with sulfur, which has amazing health properties. It is extremely antifungal, which can help control fungal populations in the stomach that can cause illness and disease. Some of them are so dangerous that they can make easier for you to get cancer, so garlic is definitely something you want to add to your diet. Basil. Herbs are some of the most useful plants in existence. Early medicinal practitioners used herbs to cure all kinds of diseases, and while much of what they believed was shrouded in superstition, the medicine still helped people. Today, science has given people answers as to why and how these little plants can help people fight infections. In its concentrated form, basil essential oil, it can be used to kill infection and well as topically soothe inflammation resulting from an attack. Flax seeds. These interesting seeds are super popular in the natural health community. They are a great source of protein and omega-3 fatty acids. This makes them a great aid to digestion, skin health, and helps fight off aging brought on by oxidative stress. One of the best things about flax seeds is that they can help carry toxins out of the body by attracting them on the cellular level. This makes them a great way to get an energy boost, and timely, proper elimination. Broccoli. This green wonder contains a high amount of nutrients that are necessary for human development, but the real value of broccoli is that it can help your liver to break down toxins. This is likely a reason why it has been associated with having a long life. A liver that carries less toxins is under less stress. Benefits of giving up dairy. If you have digestive issues, skin problems, or overall health and diet issues, you may have come to the realization that it could be from the large amount of dairy you consume. If you're curious to learn more, here are a few benefits of giving up dairy. Your cancer risk drops massively. Believe it or not, a benefit may be that you reduce your risk from cancer. Researchers in Europe have been able to predict cancer in patients, noting that adult women who drink more than a glass of milk a day increase their chances of getting ovarian cancer by more than half. That would be bad news for anyone, but it's particularly troubling for families that have a history of cancer. In men, instances of cancer increase by more than a third, so if you or someone you know has a history of cancer in their family, then you might want to let them know their options. There are a variety of great milk replacements on the market that are delicious and marginally more expensive. It reduces stress on your body. Researchers have linked milk to different forms of oxidative stress on tissues of the body. These minor issues won't be a problem right away, but they can slowly erode your general health by laying the ground for the possibility of disease. Some figures suggest an increase in deaths as high as 13%. Currently it's thought to be caused by a type of sugar found in the milk. These agitations of your system can cause flare-ups of chronic diseases, like Crohn's. Acidity and other pH issues can also cause aggravation that can even damage the DNA in cells, which can result in cancer. Your skin might clear up. A lot of people have low-level allergies to certain foods, and milk is among the most common food items to trigger such a muted response in people. Many people experience some form of dairy intolerance and shrug it off due to the benign nature of the symptoms. Few recognize that gas and bloating are signals that tell you something in your digestive process isn't functioning properly, but some allergies can be confused for normal things like acne. For some, the presence of dairy can cause their skin to clog with excess fats that make you a perfect breeding ground for all sorts of acid-producing bacteria. Cutting back or eliminating milk can reduce much of the appearance of the blemishes and allow your body to deal with fats more efficiently.